Greetings, Steve Manny Supermanium here, or something like that. No, it's not. It's greetings, West Green. Man of an Onion, see with the Supermanium Station Master here at West Green with Steve, Fat Controller of West Green and Fattox End. I think I'm mad. And you know what? When you get to my stage in life, doesn't really matter. Not when I'm really ancient. Oldish. Anyway. So, welcome. This is part three. Part three of my life. Oh, look, say hello. Ruby? You good girl? You Station Master's dog? You a Station Master's dog? You haven't a clue what I'm talking about, have you? Neither have I half the time. Anyway, enough of that. So, I built the basic chassis, and the instructions say to start on the basic frames so you can match these up before you put the brake rigging on. So I'm going to do that. So, last night, it says pull this piece out, which I did. But of course, like everything else, there's a million, well, not a million, but hold on, I'll show you. I'm back. So, I pull this out, and it says, anyway, pull it out, and you've got to emboss the rivets in it, which is another issue, which I need to solve. But here it is on the fret. These are good. I love these instructions. They're on a PDF, and you can search. They're searchable. And anyway, I won't bore you with details. But of course, there's all these extra gubbins, you know. And I thought it's one of those things of a kit. You think, well, if I pull them all out, I'll either A, lose them, B, won't know what they're for. So what I did, I spent last night, probably a couple of hours, identifying what they were, and I stuck them on in little boxes, see, just like that. So that's, who said that? Just like that. Just like that. Tommy Cooper. Who would have thought? Oh, Tommy. So anyway, and then see here, these are some overlays. And they got loads of little old, you got what's the word? Rivets. And it's all right if you got one of these U-Butte 500 million pound riveters. I haven't. I've got a mate who's got one. I think I'm going to have to go around and have a word with him. See, look here, look. Look at all these holes. It looks like the back wall of a Mexican police station. Holes everywhere. Oh no, they're bullet holes. Anyway, so I've done that. The only riveter I've got, I think I got this from Eileen's Emporium. Such a good word. Why don't I say Eileen's shop? Emporium. Anyway, so the idea is you stick that on in the hole, and you can adjust this, and you drop it down, a bit like the guillotine, isn't it? And you can do it a couple of times, or you can adjust it. But I've had a go, and it doesn't do a fantastic job. And so I think, well, be patient. I'm going to ring my mate up, Chris. Get on the old train, go and see him, and we'll do it. So that's what I'm up to. I think me and old Supermanium, we're going to go up the pub now, have a Ruby Murray, and half a dozen pints of Guinness. And I won't be doing it tomorrow. Just kidding. I'm out of here. Anyway, that's it. Good kit. Great kit. So continuing on, I've built the basic outside frames. These have all got to fold down. They're the body retaining brackets. But you notice, I don't know if you can see these, I've had to solder these on. These are only 3.5mm long. There's 8 of them to go on, 4 each side. I've just noticed this one's not on straight, so I'll have to heat that up and move it. Like everything, I'm not perfect. This is the basic chassis. These wheels are push-on, by the way. They're not, sorry, I'm just going to put this on. I haven't pushed them home yet because I'll have to pull these, I'll have to keep taking them on and off until once I get this basically painted. that's when I'll push them home properly. So you can see the compensation beams. There's one there and one this side, and this tube is split. That's the back. The front has got one compensation beam in the middle. That's laminated together. Let's put this together. Hold on. So you can see, I'll just put this on. And this is a very complex kit. I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying there's a lot of all the bells and whistles on it. Like these things, I think a lot of kits wouldn't even bother putting them on. But the Finney kit being what they are, is virtually, if it was there, if it was on the real one, they've attempted to put it on. I suppose Martin, who designed these, he was a details person. So you can see how, one wheel, I got that in too far. See how they work, and you can see the, I'll move it over here. You see the beam in the middle. Oh no, that's the front. There's only a beam in the middle there. So it allows each wheel to move independently. So that's it. So it's a slow process. I'm taking my time. These kits cost a bucket load of money, and I mean, just the tender alone's 180 quid without the wheels. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I want a high fidelity kit, and you get what you pay for. It's very well designed, I might add as well. Anyway, that's what I enjoy doing. Well, I'm back, still working on part 3. The basic chassis, internal chassis, I've got all that and the wheels off at the moment. The kit suggests, before you build all the brake rigging, to build the external chassis with all, the bits with all the white metal axle boxes and springs on. So this is basically one piece. The sides fold down. It's really nice. The sides fold down. The drag beam, which has got to have overlays, that's all part of it. I've bent it up and soldered it. I soldered it just using phosphoric acid flux. A big iron. This is a 60 watter. A normal resin core solder. Just in there, sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. So that's done. I also had to put these, before I did that, I had to put these little, very small, they're about 3.5mm long, they're, what do they call them, bracket, hanger support brackets or something like that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. There's 8 of them to go on. That was really fiddly. That took me probably the best part of all day, because some didn't go on straight, and anyway, a fiddly job, no fault of the kit. It's just I haven't got 7mm hands, and I haven't got 7mm eyes, so very hard to see. Anyway, so I've now folded down. These are half etched. These are the footplate support brackets. On the top of the footplate is an etched overlay. I've cut one off. It's you have to emboss the rivets. Now I haven't got one of those fancy £500 riveting tools. I just got this, which I think I got it from Eileen's Emporium. Basically, you just hold the weight up, a bit like the old guillotine in a way, isn't it, eh? It's got a point on it, and you drop it. You can drop it a few times if you want. Anyway, that's what I'm using. So now I'm going to clean it up, file all the bits off it, and solder it in place. This is a side frame overlay. Goes on the side of the tender. You've got to pop out the rivets on it, which is difficult in itself because it's so thin. So you end up distorting it. No matter how hard you try, you do distort it. It will curl up and God knows what else. I put one on one side, and just so you know, right, I didn't get it on right, and I've had to pull it off, and then I broke it, and I made a mess. Look at that. But, you know, I just want to show you that I do make mistakes. So what I'm going to do, there's little brackets fit between these two pieces. I'm going to clean this off, have a cup of tea, get it all looking good, put the brackets on, and make it look good. That's the aim of the game. If I was a professional, it wouldn't have been like this in the first place. I would have got it on. Well, maybe I'm being hard on professionals. Maybe they don't get it perfect. Maybe they do a lot of cleaning up too. But anyway, that's certainly what I've got to do. I'll be back. Well, it's Monday, the 18th of May. Continuation of part 3 of this Martin Finney, or what is now Finney 7 build of the A4 corridor, 1928 corridor tender, the one I'm building for the A4. There's an overlay here with rivets on it that has to be soldered to the top of the frame. A fiddly job, just not to say the least, especially if you're not good at that sort of things. Not one of those jobs you enjoy doing. That's nothing against the kit. It's just there are jobs which are not particularly nice to do, especially if you're not skillful at them. When I put myself in that bracket. So these things here, what I'm tapping, that they actually part of the frame, and you bend those down, they got a half edge. The frame overlay has also got a half edge, and there's little brackets. Sorry, and I'll show you them. These are small. There they are. And you've got to solder those in between there and there. I use solder paste to do that, and they're all on. So I've gone outside and given it a bit of a clean up, not 100%. A fiddly job. Actually, when I put this on, I actually didn't put it on correct. It wasn't high enough. So I pulled it off, and as I did, I actually was quite weak where it's where it goes underneath there. And I broke it, but it doesn't matter. I put it back on, and it looks okay. Not 100%, because I'm not a professional. I wish I was, but I'm not. But that's it. So I've now got the other side to do. I haven't put that on yet. So you can see these are bent down. They were pointing northwards. So I've got to be careful. If you wiggle those too much, they'll come off. That's the last thing. So I want to put the etch overlay on that. All the brackets. I won't show you that because I don't want to bore the socks off you. So I'll finish this part here, and I think what I'll do is once I finish this, I will go back to the chassis, which I'll show you. So there you go, that's part of the chassis. I've taken the wheels off, but I've got to put all the brake rigging on. But it says to build this in conjunction with that and make sure it fits. There's not much room between the side of the frames and there, and you just got to make sure it all fits. So my intention is to go back to this, finish this, and build the body.